See children, so we have completed the lesson in the last class. What is that lesson? Yes, a letter from the prison. A letter from prison. Who wrote this one? Yes, Mahatma Gandhi. To whom he wrote? Yes, Manila. Right children? So have you read the lesson? Somewhat lengthy lesson. So read it 2 to 3 times. Then only you can remember. Okay ma? So now see the vocabulary part here. What do we have first word? Burden. Burden. Burden means load. Too much of load. Weight. Confirm. Confirm means to affirm. To affirm. Confirmation. Nursing. Nursing means caring for sick. Caring for sick people. We call it nursing. And ill-tempered. Ill-tempered. Some people getting means anger. Anger. And anticipating. Anticipating means guessing. Anticipating means guessing. And struck. Struck means greatly affected. Greatly affected. Deeply think. Deeply affected with that. And discretion. Discretion means the freedom to decide. The freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. Freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. In any situation, what to do, how to do. That freedom, if we have to decide it, that we call it discretion. That we call it discretion. And next one, Anna, continence. What is this continence? Self-restraint. Continence means self-restraint. And next one, irksome. Irksome means irritating. Irksome means irritating. And virtue. Virtue means a quality considered morally good. A quality considered morally good. Good qualities we can, or else a quality considered morally good. And acquire. Acquire things means to gain some things. To gain. Fret. Fret. Don't fret. Don't worry. No worry. To worry. And henceforth. Henceforth means hereafter. Now onwards. Hereafter. And ample. Ample means enough. So ample work means enough work. Okay children. So these are the vocabulary part we have. All of you learn these words. Very important words. So learn these words. Okay children. So then we can do next topic. See children. So we have completed the lesson and the next vocabulary part we have completed. Now next one we have grammatical structure. What do we have grammatical structure in this lesson? Adverbs we have. What do we have ma? Adverbs. So what are these adverbs? What are these adverbs? So adverbs are used to increase, to give more information about words. Adverbs. So adverbs are used. Adverbs are used to give more information about verbs. More information about verbs. So what do they give ma? More information about verbs. Verbs. Okay. So they give more information about verbs and it can be used to describe the action. How it is giving means it describe the action and more information about when, where and how. Especially when, where and how. These three we get it in the adverbs. Okay. When it was happened, where it was happened, how was it happened. All these we get in the based on verbs. We can understand based on verbs only. Suppose if I see he is walking quickly. He is working quickly. He is giving answers quickly or he is working quickly. How is he working? He is working very quickly. So how is he working? About this work fast. Yes, here this adverb is mentioning. Okay children. So that's why these are called adverbs. They are giving more information about verbs. Okay ma. So these adverbs based on usage. Based on usage mainly we have four types. What are those? One is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. And second one is adverbs of place. Second one is adverbs of place. And the next one is adverbs of time. Adverbs of time. And fourth one is adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Okay, children. So from these we can take it adverbs. So how these are? Adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner means how it is. How did he work? He worked very quickly. Then quickly is adverbs of manner. Okay, ma. So adverbs of manner, how things happening. Adverbs of manner express how things happening. How things are happening. We can understand from the adverbs of manner. How things are happening. So then we can make the question with how. Okay, children. So what are the examples for this if you want? That is adverbs of manner means very quickly, fast. So these we can take it adverbs of manner. How it was. Clearly, neatly. Okay, ma. These we can take it adverbs of manner examples also. And next one we have adverbs of place. Place indication means where it was happened, right? Place indication means, so describe the place. This means, adverbs of place means describe the place, where it is. Describe the place means nothing but where. So the place indications means here we can take it. So here, there, hither, there, whether, and nowhere, everywhere. Nowhere, everywhere, and upstairs, downstairs, upwards, downwards. This kind of words we can take it as a place. Place examples we can take any place it is. Place indication, sometimes top, bottom. These we use based on the sentence, prepositions and adverbs also. Prepositions and adverbs also. So these place indication if we are getting, we can write here in the adverbs of place. Here we get it. Here, there, everywhere, nowhere. So like this we get it. Adverbs of place indications. Everywhere, nowhere, like this. All the place indications we get in the adverbs of place. That is describing the place, where it is. And the next one, what do we have? Adverbs of time. Adverbs of time means in an answer, use it to answer to the question when. It is used to make the question when. Answer to the when. Suppose when it was happened, if we get it, that we call it adverbs of time. So when means what do we get it? Always we can get it. Sorry, time indication we should write it. That means tomorrow, today, all the time indications na. Tomorrow, today, yesterday, next day, next week, next month, daily, regularly, usually, like this all the time indications. Daily, regularly, recently, all the time indications. That we can take it when it was happened. So that is yesterday. When is going to happen? Tomorrow. When do you do this work? Daily. Like this, time indications, those are nothing but adverbs of time. And next one is adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency means how frequently the things happen. How often or how frequently. How often or how frequently things happened. That we can call it adverbs of frequency. How often or how frequently. How often or frequently means ever, never, always. Okay, for this we can take it always, ever, never. Okay. This kind of words we can take it as adverbs of frequency. So regularly, frequently, often. These words as the adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Here time indication. When means time indications. Today, tomorrow, next week, next month, daily, yesterday, ago, last night, last month, last year, every day, every week, every month. So like this we should get time indication. And adverbs of frequency means how often. Here also every week, every month it happens. That frequency we get it. Okay ma? Always, ever, never, recently, frequently, often. These words we get in the adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Understood Nana? So now adverbs means they are used to give more information about verbs. Adverbs are used to give more information about verbs. So based on the usage, these adverbs mainly divided into 4 types. What are those? Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, and adverbs of frequency. And what is this adverbs of manner? How the things happened. If we make a question, that answer is nothing but adverbs of manner. Okay, and adverbs of place. Adverbs of place means describe the place where it was, here, there. Okay, like this place indications, everywhere, nowhere, downstairs, downwards, upwards, top, bottom, like this. And the next one, adverbs of time indication. That is, if we make a question with when, whatever the word we get, that is nothing but adverbs of time. So time indications means early, late, tomorrow, today, ago, last week, last month, soon, now, then. All these words we get under the category of time indications. That's why adverbs of time. Next one, adverbs of frequency. Frequency means how often or frequently. How often or frequently. So for this we should write it. So frequently, regularly, recently, or always, ever, never, occasionally. These words we get under the category of adverbs of frequency. Understood this children? So these how to use. So we have some exercise, and let's do some exercise. That sentence given adverbs are which category out of these? What are these 4? Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, and adverbs of frequency. So which category we get in the given sentences? Let's see that one. Okay children. So then now note this one and then start writing the notes. Next topic. See children, so we have an exercise on adverbs. So just you have learnt the kinds of adverbs now. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, place, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency. Now here underline the adverbs in the following sentences and write their kinds against each sentence. So total 10 sentences they have given. In each sentence, wherever we have underlines, wherever we have adverbs, should underline them. And then that words what kind of adverb it is, that we should write there. Okay children. Now see this first one Nana, you only can tell me. He accepted his mistake gracefully. He accepted his mistake gracefully. How did he accept his mistake? Gracefully, right? So then adverb is gracefully. What kind of adverb it is? Adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, or adverbs of frequency. Frequency means daily is he doing? No. Adverbs of place means is it showing any place? No. Adverbs of time, is it showing any time? No. So then adverbs of manner. How? That is free, gracefully. Then this is adverbs of manner. So here you should write it. This is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. Okay ma? And see the next one. My sister is arriving tomorrow. My sister is arriving tomorrow. When is she arriving? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the time indication. Right? Then it is adverbs of time. Very good. Adverbs of time, because there is time indication tomorrow. Okay, ma. And next one. His aged father left his house and could not be traced anywhere. His aged father left his house and could not be traced anywhere. What is the adverb here? Yes, anywhere, because it is place indication. So then what can we write? Which kind of adverb it is? Place means adverbs of place. Very good. Adverbs of place. Then you should write it. It is adverbs of place. And see the next one, ma. Always write neatly to facilitate the examiner. So examiner should impress with our handwriting. So write neatly. How to write it? Neatly. So how is it? Neatly. So this is neatly adverb. And which type of adverb it is? How to write it? Neatly. So then it is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. So write that one. Adverbs of manner. Okay. And next one, fifth one. You should handle your identity card carefully. You should handle your identity card carefully. How to handle your credit card? Very carefully. So carefully. So what is adverb? Carefully. What kind of adverb? Adverbs of manner. This is also adverbs of manner, because how it is. How it is. So that's why we should write it adverbs of manner. Okay, ma. And the next one, I understand her problem well always. I understand her problem well always. How frequently I understand? How often I understand? Always. So then this is adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency, Nana. So always is the adverb, and how it is means adverbs of frequency. How always, how frequently. And next one, we have the rehearsals for the inter-school competition daily. Inter-school competitions daily. So when it is going on? Daily. So then this is also, we can write adverbs of time. This we can write it adverbs of time. And how often it is? Daily. So that's why we can write it adverbs of frequency also. Daily it is showing time indication, but how often it is giving means we can write adverbs of frequency also. So that's why here we can write it adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. Okay, ma. And the next one, what do we have? I ate my lunch very hurriedly. How did you eat your lunch? Hurriedly. So then it is in which manner? That is, hurriedly is the adverb, and in which manner? Hurriedly. So that's why this we should write it what kind? Adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. Okay, ma. And next one, Sima. I often go to see the classical plays. I often go to see the classical plays. When do you go? Often. Often. So it's going on frequently. Na? So that's why we can go for this is adverbs of frequency. This is adverbs of frequency. Often is there. Na? That's why we should write it adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. And next one, last one, what do we have? The flight reached on time. The flight reached on time. So here, yes, here only you have time is adverb, and time indication means this is nothing but adverbs of time only. Adverbs of time. Okay, children. So we should make the question how, when, where, and how often or how frequently. That if we get answer, that is adverb, and which pattern it is. Adverbs of manner or adverbs of place, adverbs of time and adverbs of frequency. That you should find it. Okay children, complete this one all of you in your book. Then we can do next topic. See children, so the next example here you have, next one, fill in the blanks with appropriate adverbs from the box. Fill in the blanks with appropriate adverbs from the box. So here, what can we take? So the box here if you see, now, carefully, later, always, abroad, tremendously. Abroad, tremendously. So these words we have. And these we should fill in this given sentences. What do we have? Once you take a resolution, resolutions you know na? Yes, I should do now onwards like this, I should behave like this. Some you feel yourself na? Should be, you New Year resolution, birthday resolution, now onwards I should behave very politely, or else mom whatever she says that I should listen, like that you take some resolutions na? And follow it in all circumstances, follow it in all circumstances, dash. So when can you follow? In any conditions you should follow always, right? So follow it in all circumstances always, because every time you should follow na. That's why from this suitable one means always. Okay children, and see the next one, what do we have? Listen to all your criticism. Listen to all your criticism. How? Listen means you must listen very carefully, right? So what do we have here? Carefully. So criticism, carefully, very carefully listen to all the criticism, and then this will strengthen you tremendously. This will strengthen you tremendously. Okay children, so this we should do. This will help you tremendously. Okay Nana. So listen to all your criticism carefully. This will strengthen you tremendously. Okay ma. Next one, you look tired. Your face is looking tired. Leave the work now and rest for a while. So now you leave it for some time and rest it. Then we say take it, that's a leave the work for now. So leave the work now. Now only. Permanently do we leave it? Not at all. So leave the work later can we write? Not at all. That's why leave the work now and rest for a while. Okay Nana. And see the next one. My elder brother has gone dash for higher studies. Yes, where do they go? Yes, what do we have? Later or abroad? Yes, foreign countries means abroad we call it na? Had gone abroad for higher studies. Abroad, place. So adverbs of place. And she is busy with her homework right now. Could you call her? Now you are busy. Then to call later. Could you call her later? That we should write it. Okay children. So see the sentences once again. Once you take a resolution, follow it in all circumstances, always. Follow it in all circumstances, always. And listen to all your criticism carefully. This will strengthen you tremendously. This will strengthen you tremendously. And you look tired. So you look so tired. Leave the work now and rest for a while. So few seconds, few minutes, not a few seconds, few minutes you take rest and can continue. And my elder brother has gone abroad for higher studies. And she is busy with her homework right now. So could you call her later? Could you call her later? Understood this children? So these are the sentences to fill with the adverbs. To fill with the adverbs in the given sentences. Okay ma? So these words if they give which are suitable from the given one are like this. We should fill it. Okay children? Understood this one how to write it? Yes, write them in your book. Write them in your notes all of you and then learn it. See children, so the next one we have conversational skills. Next one we have conversational skills. So what do we have in the conversational skills? You know, dialogues we get it. So now here, read the following conversation. Read the following conversation and enact it with your partner in the class. So 2 members here, you can practice this, and next week we can do this one. Now I am telling what is the conversation, meaning I will tell you. Okay children. So here 2 names they have given, Samriddhi and Tina. Samriddhi and Tina. What is Samriddhi said? Is tomorrow a national holiday? Why? When do we get national holidays? Can you remember? Yes, the first one is August 15th, Independence Day, and next 2nd October, Gandhi Jayanti, and 26th January, yes, Republic Day. These 3 main national holidays, national festivals. Yes, is tomorrow a national holiday? Yes, it is 2nd October. We are celebrating Gandhi Jayanti tomorrow. Who said this one? Tina said. Who asked, is it national holiday? Samriddhi asked. Then Tina answered, yes, tomorrow is a holiday because it's 2nd October. This is Gandhi birthday, Gandhi Jayanti tomorrow. And Samriddhi said, oh, let us go and watch his movie. Watch his movie. Gandhi movie is there. Yes. So then Tina said, yes, we will. But do you know why Gandhi Jayanti is celebrated? Do you know why Gandhi Jayanti is celebrated? So far that Samriddhi said, sure, it is Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary. Yes, I know, because we celebrate it is Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary because he is a great freedom fighter. To get independence to India, the main person who led India at that time is nothing but Mahatma Gandhi, right ma? And then Tina said, what a great leader he was. Yes, of course, but I don't know much about him. Samriddhi said, I don't know much about him. I'll surely know from his film Gandhi. So tomorrow I'll see his movie, I'll watch it, and definitely from that I learn how he is. And I'll surely learn about him from his film Gandhi. Okay, so that here Samriddhi and Tina did the conversation between those 2 about Mahatma Gandhi and his birthday, his birth anniversary. Okay children, so you also know about it. If you don't know, check the movie in Google and then you can watch it either in YouTube like this about Gandhi. You can learn the total video also you can see. Okay children, will you do it? Do that one. See children, the next topic we have, let's listen. What do we have? Let's listen next one. See this. Let's listen to the passage. Read by your teacher carefully and answer the questions orally. So now I am going to read this passage and I will explain. Listen this very carefully and answer the questions after completion of this passage very carefully. Must give the answers. Okay children. So now I am explaining. See the paragraph. See the passage all of you. Mahatma Gandhi had set up an ashram at Phoenix in South Africa where he started a school for children. Mahatma Gandhi had set up an ashram at Phoenix. Where is this Phoenix? In South Africa, where he started a school for children. So what is the name of the ashram? Phoenix. For whom he established this one? He started for children, school children. Okay, it is a school for children. He had his own ideas about how children should be educated. So why did he establish? He had his own ideas how children should be educated. So that's why he started this school. He disliked the examination system and wanted to teach the students true knowledge that would improve both their minds and hearts. So what did he disliked the education system? What did he dislike? Education system. Why? Wanted to teach the students true knowledge that would improve both their minds and hearts. So what is real education in his opinion? To improve their minds, both minds, mind and heart. So both when it is improved, that is real education, not of examination system that he thought. So he judged his students. He judged students in his own way. Whenever students were asked a question, so whenever a student asks a question, based on that, he judged in his own way. So what is that? Gandhiji often praised the boy with low marks and he scolded the one who scored high marks. See this? Generally here, if you don't get good marks means we scold you. We ask you why didn't you get? Who gets good marks, those people high marks, we praise, right? But here Gandhiji scolded a person who gets high marks and who gets least marks, low marks, he praised them. Why? See this. The children felt confused. Why this is? Generally, if good marks if you get it, our teachers, parents, everyone praised them. But Gandhiji scolded them. Why? Then once questioned about this strange practice, Gandhiji replied, I am not trying to show that Sham is cleverer than Ram. So why I am scolding means I am not showing here one boy is cleverer than another boy. Sham is cleverer than Ram. I am not showing like this. All are equal only. So I don't give marks on that basis. I don't give marks on that basis. So you are clever, you are not clever like this. Is it correct one? I don't give on that basis. Why? He further explained that when a clever student scores high marks, you feel it, I'm great, I got good marks, right? So he thinks no end of himself. Yes, that is no end of himself. So this is highest, like this they feel. And he is very likely to grow dull. So once if you feel like so, you become dull also. He may stop working hard. Obviously I am getting good marks, so why should I work much? Like that, once if you reached your ambition is in the sense, one exam if you get good marks, next exam also if you get, and third exam, everyone praises means third exam you feel, oh, I get all the good marks, no problem at all, right? Do you feel it or not? Yes, that overconfidence leads to downfall. So that's why you cannot. And the boy who does his best is praised by me. So I never praise anyone based on the marks, but the boy who does his best. So who does the hard work? Marks is the secondary one. But first if you do the hard work or not, that is the important. Based on that I praise the children. And Gandhiji kept a close watch on the boys who did well in studies. So Gandhiji observed all the boys very closely who did well in subjects. That means learn the subject, not only to present in the exam. First of all, the way how to learn, to understand, that he concentrates much. So he thought what would they learn if their high marks filled them with pride. He thought what would they learn if their high marks filled with the pride. Yes, if you get high marks, definitely you feel so proud. Then what you learn from that? What he thought, nothing is there to learn. I have learnt everything. Like this you feel it. But high marks if you get it, everything have you learned? No. But the proud feeling you get it now. That's why he never accepts. And if your boy wasn't very clever but worked hard and performed well, he was praised by Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, that is his quality. Suppose if a boy does his best work, that means worked very hard, but he couldn't get good marks, but he worked very hard, then Mahatma Gandhi praised him because first you tried, whether the result, whatever the result it may be. First you should try. You worked for that. That's good. That is good. So maybe now you didn't get. Next time definitely you get that result, better result. But first you must try. Without working hard, without trying that, if you get anything, next you feel so proud of that. You could not do the work proper. So that he suggested in this paragraph. Okay, children. So see the question answers from that. What did they give? Where did Mahatma Gandhi set up an ashram in South Africa? Where did Mahatma Gandhi set up an ashram in South Africa? Where? Yes, Phoenix. So shall we write that one? So write answers, ma. So first question, where did Where did Mahatma Gandhi, where did Mahatma Gandhi set up an ashram, set up an ashram in South Africa. In South Africa. Where is it, ma? Yes, Phoenix. Very good. The answer is Phoenix. The answer is Phoenix. Okay, ma. In that place, he established the ashram in the first line only we have, right? And next one, what is the question? What did Gandhiji dislike about the education system? What did Gandhiji dislike about education system? Yes, that is he disliked examination system. He disliked examination system, right, ma? So then write the question. Second one, what did Gandhiji dislike? What did Gandhiji dislike about the education system? Dislike about the education system. What did he dislike? He disliked the examination system. In education system, he disliked examination system. That we should write. Examination system. And next one, Amma. Next one we have. Why did Gandhiji want his students to acquire true knowledge? Why did Gandhiji want his students to acquire true knowledge? Why? Because to improve both their mind and heart. To improve both their mind and heart. That he expressed, right? So write the question. Why did Gandhiji want his why did Gandhiji want his students to acquire ACQUIRE, to acquire true knowledge? Why? The answer is, we can write, to improve both their mind and heart. So for that, he wanted the students to acquire true knowledge. So next one, what do we have? Fourth question. Which students were praised by Gandhiji? Which students were praised by Gandhiji? Yes, who were not clever but worked very hard. Who were not clever but worked very hard. So write the question. Which students were praised by Gandhiji? Which students were praised by Gandhiji? Which students were praised by Gandhiji? Right answer for that. That we can write it. Students who were not clever but but worked hard. But worked hard. So who tried? Those people he liked much. He praised much. Okay, ma. See the next question, last question. What do we have? Why were students with good scores not praised by Gandhiji? Who gets good score? He never praises. Na? So why? Because it may fill them with pride. It may fill them with pride. Right? So write the question. Fifth question, what do we have? Why were students with good scores not praised by Gandhiji? Not praised by Gandhiji. Then answer you can write because it may fill them with pride. It may fill them with pride. So that's why he never praises that kind of children. He never praised that kind of children. Okay, children. So these are the answers. Write in your book.